Okay, I'm going to hit record and that way they can catch up. But okay, so I wanted to talk about volume and some things we could do to get more volume or kind of recreate that residual income that is so much long-term sustainable than just direct selling and commissions. If you guys did not see, there was a group that some leaders in our upline are doing. Stephanie Chico, I know, is one of them. And it is a volume push group. I'm not in it actually yet because we moved when they were saying to pay and I just had forgotten. But KT reminded me about it today, and she was saying how much she really is liking what she's heard so far. And it goes along exactly with this. So if you're not in that group yet and you'd like to get in, I'll look for the link and see if everybody can still get in. They might have already done a deadline. I'm not sure. Yeah.
I just went yesterday.
So perfect. If you want to get in, I think it was $5 buy-in, right? $5 buy-in. They're doing cash pots. They're adding in money too. And it's all about volume. So it's not based off Success Club points. This is just about all of these different ways that we can make money, help our coaches, help people that isn't directed exactly to a challenge pack, which, like I said in my live on my PS page today, I'm going to repeat some of this. So if y'all already watched my live, I'm sorry. But okay, thanks, Casey. So we've focused on Success Club because there are statistics behind Success Club. There are things we know that if you consistently grow Success Club 5 to 10 over the years, your business will grow. But really, it goes a little bit deeper than that. And we talked about in like new coach training, and I know I talk about in the Emerald group about the different, or maybe it's the backstage pass, the different ways to make money with Beachbody. And one of those ways is commissions, and that's your direct selling. And that's where you are going to make money from those initial purchases. The challenge pack gives you the biggest bang for your buck, probably except for the Ultimate Reset, for that first purchase. But then after that, we need that residual income to come. So Shakeology people on HD, your coaches then making selling. And then once you're Emerald, you can start getting cycle bonuses. And that is really where, when I held my own for a while with commission sales by hitting Success Club. I did. I was very thankful every week for what I was doing. And it was a goal that I could control. So I know, like, I could talk to this many people, do this amount of sales, and I'm going to make X amount of dollars. I could figure out that formula, and I could be self-driven, and I could do that. And I did that my first, 8 to 10 months. But then I was like, okay, Brian even told me, he's like, Deidre, to make the X amount of dollars that your goal is, have you broken that down? Do you know how much you would have to direct sell to hit those numbers? And it's a lot. And that would mean me working so much. So that's kind of where that residual income and those volume bonuses and those team bonuses really get fun and exciting. Because to me, even though I host trainings and whatever, and it's, you do time to put in your team, that doesn't feel like work to me. So those cycle bonus and the team bonuses and those things, that kind of feels like free money, because you aren't doing that direct selling, which is time consuming, for your day. So there's ways to get those residual income is volume. And like we've been talking about the last 2 weeks, this works perfectly with the volume charts that I've been putting up and talking about. If you're in that 300 plus group consistently, you're going to start to feel some of those residual income volumes, but not just you. You want your coaches there too. So it's helping your new coaches get those small volume wins, getting to be over that, 100 mark, that 200 mark. And I think a lot of people get discouraged when they can't hit Success Club. And I know I put a big pressure on myself to hit Success Club. And so I know new coaches do too. And then when they don't hit that, or maybe they hit it a couple months and then they miss, or I know a couple of my coaches, they've even hit it, 11, 12, 13 months and then they miss, and it takes you back because you feel like a failure. But really, if we were tracking other things besides Success Club, which is volume, then you would be feeling those wins every week. I started tracking my volume right away as a coach, right away. Even I had no clue what it meant. I was not making cycle bonuses at all, not even one cycle, not even $14 until like 8 or 9 months in. But I was tracking and I knew those numbers, and every week on Wednesday, I was looking at those left leg, right leg numbers, and I was like, okay, golly, and I would divide that, whatever leg was stronger, whatever leg out, I would divide it out, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, how exciting when I am going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cycles. So it's something to just start getting familiar with in your mind. Okay, so how can we start doing different things besides only focusing on Success Club? And you guys, I really believe in my heart that Success Club will come. Good, Chelsea. Yeah, yes, Chuck it daily. I believe that it will come when we're doing these other things and we're showing people more products than just only pushing Success Club. And you guys, I told you this earlier, but I'm the first person to wave my hand and say I'm completely guilty. I talk to people and I, number one, am pushing a challenge pack. Not because of the points even, but because I know that I feel like I can help someone the greatest when they have everything. When they have the shake, when they have the meal plan, when they have bot or a program, when they have the containers. That's what I really believe. And so that's what I push. And I turn people away when they tell me no. Like I say, well, let's save money. I'm going to check back with you. When do you get paid? I say all of those different things because I feel like I don't know how to help them as successfully without starting them out with that challenge pack. But really what that's doing is it's not giving them anything. And I will tell you right now, me on my journey, my fitness journey, I am not in a good place. And so if I was turned down with my mindset that I'm feeling right now, and somebody not even willing to help me at all, not even with anything, not even with just workouts or a free meal plan or anything, like I know what I'd be doing. I'd be going back to the BS crap I was doing to my body beforehand to try to get this weight off. So this is kind of a really big wake-up call for me, like, golly, what could I just help someone get started with? Just get started. So my new question, I think, for people is going to be, what is your budget? What do you have? And then let's go from there. And then I can pull up our catalog and say, okay, well, these are the things that we could start you with. And that's where I'm really going to go from there. And so I'm going to try it out and I'm just going to see. I don't know. I hate to, they always say don't change it if it's not broken. I'm not saying that my system is broken. I'm consistent with Success Club, but I do feel like I turn down way too many people. And that's sad because that's not me really helping someone. So 4 points is getting more products out in people's hands. Getting them actually something that they can have in their hand, they can try out at home, they can sample something. And here again, this is something that I always say, like, I do not mail out one packet because they're going to taste that one packet. They're not going to feel the benefit. What if they don't like the recipe that they made on that one packet? So kind of a fine line. And that's what I want to talk about. Our coffee group, I'm really excited about, which I know Camille, you don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to get there in just a second. This is going to help new coaches or coaches that have been feeling defeated get some quick wins because it's smaller, tangible, lower priced items that are different. and fun and with a different group and with different wording. And it just is a different way to spin off things that we're doing and how to get people some success. Helping more people, because more people can afford maybe not that big challenge pack. And all of those things are going to bring up volume. Any kind of sell that you make is going to bring up volume. Any kind of thing that your coach then does is going to bring up your cycle bonuses. So it's going to help. So what I want to do is do a team-wide for my PS coaches and then their downline. So notice this is not all of Sister Empire. Honestly, because I want to do it with you guys first, get feedback, see how we liked it. Sometimes all of Sister Empire, it's just too big. And so I want to just keep it tangible and like where we can control numbers a little bit. But so what it's called is Clean Up Your Coffee Week. So just thinking about that, I know every single person that's on talks about, well, I don't know, Sheridan, I don't think you drink coffee. But so Clean Up Your Coffee Week, what this is, we're actually not going to be drinking coffee. We're using that as those words as a spinoff. Now that we have Cafe Latte Shakeology, we're actually going to be replacing someone's morning coffee or morning tea with the Cafe Latte Shakeology. So we're going to give them recipes that are coffee flavored. And there's a ton for fall. I actually have a whole file to share with you guys that we're going to, use throughout the week. And this, you don't have to do this. So if you're sitting here thinking, I don't want to do it, please know you don't have to. There's no pressure. I'm definitely doing it though. So if you want to, you can join in the group. But Clean Up Your Coffee Kit. So what we're going to be doing is, you're going to order the packets of Cafe Latte. Now, you don't have to order them up front. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start talking about this group. When I get 4 people to pay me through PayPal or Venmo or whatever, then at that point, I'm going to mail a box of Cafe Latte Shakeology packets. You get 24 packets, so divide that by the 6 days. So that's why you only need 4 people. So 4 people that will try and replace their coffee for 6 days with you in a group. We're not giving out a meal plan. We're not doing workouts. We might talk about being active or something like that. But honestly, this is just a simple starting point for someone that just doesn't know where to turn. And instead of guzzling that coffee to wake them up in the morning, we're going to give them, this is what I'm going to do, 6 Cafe Latte packets of coconut oil. I'm first of all mind blown that there are packets of this stuff, y'all, on Amazon. How freaking cool is that? But packets of coconut oil. We can talk about recipes, but the girl that put this together in the no, you're not. Like real coffee, like that has caffeine in it, like real coffee. I would never sleep. Oh my God. What? Oh. I know you've had a hard couple days. So pumpkin spice, you can add pumpkin spice in the Cafe Latte. So this is kind of a fall recipe. So pumpkin spice in a baggie, and then 1 serving of focused energy. And this is fun because I'm probably going to say to do this on day 1, give people that focused energy. So when they're kind of having that like coffee crash, they're going to get that focused energy in their shake. And then by day 2, day 3, I'm not going to do a whole week of that because that's going to drive our price up. But maybe 1 to 2 samples of the focused energy, probably just 1, so it can just be in 1 container and they can dump it in. And then maybe stevia packets as well. Some people also did honey packets if you like to sweeten your coffee with honey. So we can talk about the boxes or the exact kits or whatever. I'm going to start looking some stuff up on Amazon. too as well to kind of see the price for sure. But she already had all of this figured out and mapped out, and she charged $30 plus shipping. So I'm just going to be saying $36 to people, and I'm going to say that's including shipping, because I know I would be so annoyed if somebody told me, oh, $30, and then I went to pay and they were like, oh yeah, plus shipping. So I'm just going to go ahead and probably say 36 up front. So I wanted to break down the numbers for you for volume. A box of Shakeology. So this is, when I started, there were no 7-day sampler kits. That was not a thing. So when I started, I did not do free groups, maybe a couple. What I did was 6 to 7 day Shakeology groups. I did them all the time. I ordered those extra boxes of packets, and then I mailed out the week, and then people PayPal'd me. And what this did was, like, if I needed Brian or whoever to be active, and I needed that extra money or whatever, I just ordered packets, and then I wasn't having to pay for that Shakeology that month. And it was a way to keep Brian active, and you broke even. You don't make money with breaking it apart like this right now. So on a box of packets, it's 90 TV, which is team volume, and then 90 PV, personal volume, right? We know the 90 PV, but we don't always talk about the TV, which is that team volume, which is important for residual income. But now when they introduced these sample 7-day Shakeology samplers, everybody was so excited, right? We don't have to take money. We don't have to divvy them up. We don't have to package them. We don't have to ship them. I know I was thrilled. And I kind of forgot the fact of why I was doing the packet things in the first place, which was to help with volume and keeping Brian active. But I guess we just always drink our shakes. I don't really ever have extra, so I just kind of forgot. But when you look at the numbers of that 7-day Shakeology packet, y'all, it only has 15 PV and 5 TV. Okay, so we can break it apart into 4 people. So for 4 people, for a box of packets, it's 90 TV, 90 PV. For 4 people to order those 7-day Shakeology samplers, it's only 60 PV and 20 TV. You guys, like, I cannot believe I did not multiply this sooner than like looking at this now. So, you know, this is such a fun way that, and to top it off, when somebody goes to order those Shakeology sampler packets, it is expensive as crap to ship from Beachbody. So really, they're paying like $45 and only getting, you know, the 7 packets. So with this, we're going to have them in our group. We're going to be giving a different recipe every day that they can make with what they've got, or maybe some other things around their house, and maybe just giving some fun facts about Shakeology, about some of the ingredients. We can, you know, kind of brainstorm different things of what we can talk about, kind of things we talk about, or, you know, I have a whole template of what I used to do on the 6-day or 7-day group that I used to run. So that's kind of my idea for this first one. So it's a Clean Up Your Coffee Challenge group. It is 6 days, like I said, and this is just a kind of a fun spinoff to get Shakeology and focused energy in people's hands, and something different, honestly. So here's my plan with my calendar. I'm going to talk about this for this whole week. So I'm going to give myself a week to lock in 4 people. And then I'm going to, you know, order as soon as I have the 4 people locked in, I'm going to place my order. And then we will start the group, the Clean Up Your Coffee group, on September 25th. So that's the last Monday of September. And what could happen is we'll go through that on the 30th. Maybe you guys, if you're trying to still hit Success Club in September, this would be, you know, a last 4 people that you could talk to for September. If not, what I'm planning on doing is hitting Success Club by the 10th. So these people at the end of the week are just 4 new contacts that have tried Shakeology that I'm going to then invite to my October challenge group. And at that point, maybe they'll be ready to buy Shakeology HD or a challenge pack, or, try the focused energy or something like that. So what I really want to do is see how this one goes, but I want you guys to be brainstorming other things we could do besides this one, because you guys know if we do the same thing every month, it's going to get old or whatever, unless you're boosting or, sending out those ads. Your contacts list is going to see this. So we'll see how it goes, but I really think it would be fun to do like a product box or something like that every month, like do one kit or box of different goodies we could pair up to do. I know one that would be really fun would be giving Shakeology and then having like the balls, the energy balls or whatever you guys make. I know Brian makes them all the time, I think, but so maybe we could do like a different, like a spin-off, instead of drinking the Shakeology, do like a food week using Shakeology. Okay, just thinking dates. When do we need to order the products to have them to us in time to get in the mail? Oh, yeah, to get in the mail. Oh, I didn't think about that step. Well, it takes about a week for Beachbody. So, tomorrow's already the 8th. Okay, well, we might need to push this back then. Yeah, let's think about that. So if we give ourselves, how long do you think we should advertise this? I mean, a couple posts. So this week, what do y'all think? This weekend, like 2 to 3 posts to talk about it. And then I'm going to just go back and message old people that said, price was an issue, and see if they'd want to do this. That's probably going to be, a really good way too. And if you have more than 4 people, that's fine. Okay, well, let's count backwards. If we start the 25th, so for the US, for like regular mail would take like what, 3 days?
I think so. I mean, it seems like it's a little bit different everywhere I go. Like if you've tried to ship me something when I was in San Angelo, it seems like it took forever.
Oh, shoot.
But like Chelsea has mailed me things before, and it only takes like 2 days.
Are you sure I mailed it the day we talked? Because I do struggle getting to the post office.
So, I mean, I was just thinking, I'm like, dang, if we do this on the 25th.
Yeah, okay.
I think we need like a week to make sure that we've got everything together, the boxes together, and then have time to mail them out to people.
So if we give ourselves a week to mail, which would be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like the 19th, that means we need to have it, Beachbody's going to take a week. So we need to have it ordered by the 12th at least. So by the 11th. So that gives us tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Is that enough time, or do we want to wait and do it the first week of October?
I mean, I feel like people are really going to like it. I think it's a pretty cool idea. Mm-hmm. But
what do y'all think? Do y'all think October 2nd?
I think we should push it back, even if we start talking about it now and do our very first one in October. That way we can like kind of figure out how long it takes to get it in, how long it takes us to get the boxes together.
And I honestly just went on that 2-week marker because the girl that did this said she gives herself 2 weeks to get this done, but it's not her first one either. Yeah. She kind of has her system. So that's a good point. Yeah, I like that. Let's do it. And we, as a rule of thumb, we could maybe always do a product launch or box the first week of the month. Maybe that would be something, fun or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to erase that. So I'm going to write down clean coffee on the 2nd. So I'm still going to have tried to order at least by, next week in the middle of the week, just to make sure, because especially with the hurricane postal situation, it might actually take a little bit longer to get in and everything. So yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. So October 2nd, and we'll see how it goes with that. So kind of be thinking about what you think for, different boxes down the line. We could always change up the recipes for the coffee one. We could do like peppermint or I'm really boring, so this isn't going to be my good area to help with, but I do like the balls and like the Reese's. I mean, we could send almond, for one recipe could be like the Justin's almond or the peanut butter packs with the chocolate Shakeology, like give little baggies of how to make the Reese's. I don't know, that might perishable. I don't know how that works mailing it, but I'm sure there's a lot of things to do. I know I have been wanting to do an Energize challenge for a while. I keep ordering packets to send out and stuff, so that's something we could maybe do with something else down the line. But anyway, that's kind of my idea and what I want to talk about. Do y'all have any questions about volume or getting in the Stephanie Chico's volume group? You don't have to get in that at all, but I do think they're going to give some good information that's different than talking about Success Club, which is nice, kind of a breath of fresh air. But any questions or anything? Love energy. Yeah, I thought you did that. Okay, sorry, phone is going down. That's okay, Sheridan. Thanks for getting on. Salted caramel latte is my favorite. Oh yeah, caramel packets maybe. Do they have those?
What do you put in caramel latte? Do you do caramel flavoring?
Yeah, I just do like a tiny little bit of extract.
Extract.
And then like Himalayan sea salt on. I just sprinkle it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's really good.
That sounds delicious.
Like Starbucks drink.
That does sound good. Yeah, they shared a link in the roundtable, and it was just recipes, I think, compiled from like the Beachbody blog, but it was all in one, and it was all using cafe latte, and there was crazy recipes. It was like, I can't imagine spending that much time making my shake, first of all, because I put in water and ice. But, I mean, I'm going to have to, I guess, try it. So, try some of them. But anyway, yeah, so kind of be thinking about how you could market you with this, kind of make it personal. I know one thing that I wrote down for me personally is that I have given up coffee all week this week preparing for the reset, and I noticed I totally didn't need all of the coffee I was drinking. So yeah, I really did not need it. I think like the first 2 days I was yawning midday because I was just used to like drinking it all day. But now, I mean, I've totally been fine with that. So that was kind of a wake up call. I'm like, okay, I could have been drinking water and my water intake has gone way down. And I know it's because I'm picked up more coffee. So it's like, those are some fun things, too, we could talk about, was just when you're sipping on that all day, you're not getting in other things that you need. But I'm going to be talking about that. And
you don't have a crash.
Yeah, you don't have a crash. This actually is going to give you things that are beneficial to you, not just drinking caffeine. So it's it's a lot of good ways about it. I was talking to Brian about it, and he was like, "You're encouraging them to drink coffee." So he even was like, "Wait, what?" So I'm hoping that by saying clean up your coffee, we're going to like suck in the coffee drinkers, and we're gonna like, actually, you don't get to drink it, So maybe just something different and kind of fun. But anyway, be kind of thinking of ideas. Thanks for getting on. And yeah, we'll just start posting about it and see how it goes. Share this with your teams. Also, I did record, so tomorrow, it'll be tomorrow, will not be tonight. Tomorrow I will share the link in the thing, and I also have some pictures from the girl that did this before, and then she posted a picture of one of her teammates, and her teammate, just heads up, put like a big thing of pumpkin in it, but that she wasn't mailing. It was like a coworker. So her basket has like some food items in it, but it was because she was just handing it over. So I will not be putting all of that in mine, but it's like a huge jar of pumpkin. I'm like, what? So anyway, yeah, but I'm excited. I'm like really pumped up.
Pumpkin?
What?
Like real like pureed pumpkin.
Like
I think I tried that once, and it made it like very gelatinous,
like pumpkin pie,
filling.
giant can of pumpkin. I've never even seen a can that big.
Oh no!
Yay.
Yuck! That doesn't sound good to me.
Me either.
Whatever. Okay, sorry.
No. So yeah. So anyway, I'll post those pictures too in the group. I didn't want to post them first, and then the ones that don't know, they were like, "What the hell is she talking about?" So anyway, after we watch this video, everybody sees the video, then they'll know. But that is all. That is all. Thanks for getting on. Wait, did y'all have any questions?
I don't think so. So we decided on the 2nd though.
Yes.
Start.
Yes.
Okay.
October 2nd. Perfect. So now we won't have to feel rushed. I like that better.
Wait, I do have a question all of a sudden. Are we all doing our own separate group, or are we doing one big group? I'm
fine with doing one big, but KT, if your 4 or 5 coaches want to do this, and maybe y'all want to do it together, or Cassie or whatever, we can break off and do our own. Okay. I'm really hoping to be organized with like maybe a little check-in pretty picture, not as glamorous as Cassidy's Team Cup group, but something really simple. Because that was amazing.
Did you do all of those, Cassidy?
Huh? Yeah.
Did you make all of those?
Yes. She made all of them.
It was not hard. It was so easy.
You do this like in your bed before you go to sleep, like just downtown?
No, actually in the morning. When I woke up, I would like sit there and make it. Yeah. It only took me like 10 minutes. It wasn't that long.
Whatever. I don't know how.
Well,
I like get frustrated with words now.
Mine'll be, well, I was actually the words that were gonna come out of my mouth is I'm gonna get Monique to make it, this girl that started making our players, but I still have to give her the info to do. So I don't know. We'll think of something. I'm gonna go back and look at the group that I used to do and see what things that I used to talk about. I don't know. Did any of y'all ever run like the 7-day groups?
Only done clean eating.
So y'all have never done a Shakeology group?
No, I don't really know what to do. If I had like a template, I feel like I would definitely do it. I just haven't done it.
Do. There's a template in Center and Pile Flyers because I used to do, it's from years ago though. You've done several, Brian? Okay. Yeah. So
Man, where's your face?
I know she's working or something.
Seriously.
Unmute.
Seeing her
or
name.
She might be on her phone.
Sorry, I interrupted.
That's okay. No. So yeah, I used to do them at the beginning all the time. And
Cassidy, they were super fun, like to do. Before we had, I was even coaching when we didn't have the sampler deal, and they had like people that didn't want to buy a month's worth of Shakeology. We were like, okay, I'll just put you in my 7-day Shakeology group, and I'd have people PayPal me $30 or whatever. And some people hated it, and some people really loved it. But it is a lot of work for you. I say a lot of work. Going to the post office with children is a lot of work.
So yeah, and that's the thing. Like the hardest part is just mailing them out. So
like prep for it. But they're fun.
It's super fun. I like it. It says less than a minute, so we'll probably get cut off. But thanks for getting on. If y'all have any questions, we can just chat in the message thread and everything like that. But spread this to your teams, and let's try to help all of our new coaches find 4 people to do a week with them. Because I think that would be a really big win for a new coach, is to have 4 people.
It's going to help my new coaches feel like confident,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not waiting for that person to order.
Yeah. It's small, and it can be
and it'll be fun.
Intimate with 4 people. Yeah.
Yeah, and if I get organized soon enough, which I think I will now that it's not October, but if I can have the template, and you can do your own, or you don't have to use my template either, but just kind of what an idea to help, and then it would even be smaller, or sometimes it just depends. Sometimes bigger groups and then you have more people commenting, that energy is fun. Just kind of depends on your people, really. So never know. But anyway, yeah. Okay, I'm excited. Thanks for getting on. Happy Thursday. Happy weekend. Pray for me tomorrow. Pray for me for the next 21 days.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see how you do.
Look at this round face. This is the first thing that's going to go away. Last time I did the reset, oh my God, I was looking at pictures the other day. I'm like, this is motivation right here. Just my face.
I can't wait to do it.
I can't wait to.
I mean, it's just all coming. It's all, look at this.
That's the first thing you told me when I got on a Zoom. You were like, oh my God, I